our tea, even though I'm not drinking this tea, it came out disgusting.
Oh,
But you could
what do you got? What kind of tea? It's Tea with Tea Sunday, guys. Get your teas. We about to
get your
like
tea.
talk some real
We
life shit, inner
we
happiness.
we gotta start putting tea with tea Sundays because TikTok don't know about tea with tea. Only
They
Instagram know
don't.
about tea with
But we
tea.
got like listen, every Sunday we here. So y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna find out. All
Yeah,
86 of you guys.
yeah. Every Sunday, you got 86. I got 15 watching me right now. Tap that like button, y'all. Tap that
Type
like button.
guys and
Good
please follow
morning.
Crystals and Herbs. That's my god sister and my best friend. So please follow her, support her, like her videos and shit like that. Like our both our videos. I'm over
Thank
here
you.
sparking Palo Santo.
Thank you. And follow my goddess, Perfect Alignment. We really spit real life shit. We talk about a lot of real life shit, things that they're not teaching you and things that people aren't really talking about. And we're really putting you guys on to some real shit. We're having deep ass conversations while we're sipping our tea. Your tea could be whatever beverage calms you down, whatever makes you feel good. I don't
I'm
care if
sipping
it's
on
a
my ginger tea
mimosa.
right now. Ginger
Yeah,
tea
it could
supports
be tea. It could be tea. It could be a
yeah.
mimosa,
Mm-hmm.
right? It could be tea. It could be a Sunday brunch
Could
mimosa,
be
whatever
anything.
y'all.
But yeah, like
Water.
based on how you feel, because all these teas have different kind of like benefits. Like for ginger, it helps your stomach system, your adrenal system, and it helps you how you digest. Like that's why I love it because it's comforting. It's like a warm hug each time.
Yeah,
Ginger for the win.
yeah. It makes you happy. Tea makes you feel good.
Yes.
Um,
And what better than like feeling good while listening to some good words, like while listening to motivational stories, while and
yeah,
then having these beautiful conversations with each other. Like nothing,
exactly.
I love my TBT Sundays.
Right. So we bring the
Shameless
good
plug.
vibes. Every Sunday we bring the good vibes. So today we're asking you guys if you're truly happy and what is happiness to you. Let me add the poll so you guys can answer.
Yes.
Is your poll showing?
I didn't make one, so I'm gonna go with you
Oh
today.
no.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh
make because
okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Some people just good at something, and I'm not good at the polls. Like I gotta get better at that.
Okay,
But
I
I'm
feel
not.
you. But we're new to TikTok in general, you
Yeah,
know.
we're
So
still learning.
over time,
Yes. So,
yeah.
I really want to get into the topic just because I want to make sure like we have our people here watching and tuning in really quick. I could start it off.
Okay.
So basically, there's a lot of shit, like a lot of shadow work I've been doing lately. Like literally, let's talk about shadow work real quick because it really leads us into the topic inner happiness. Like how happy are you truly? Like what do you consider happiness? Do you consider happiness tangible? Do you consider happiness something that you could gain from within? Like what do you perceive happiness? Because that has a lot to do with whether you're going to be happy or not. Since we all know we create our reality. We all know that we're literally magicians out here walking in human meat suits bodies. Like knowing that, what are you creating, right? So I had a reality check this week because I used to measure my happiness based off of who I was with, based off of
Mm-hmm.
people, based off of energy people are giving to me or sending to me. I used to be so codependent. Like people were like they could really have me moving off of how they want me to because I wasn't making sure that I was standing my own ground. I was easily triggered.
Mm-hmm.
My mood will change based off how somebody talking to me type shit. So and in that moment, in those times, I believed it because that was my life. That was the only thing going back, projecting itself back to me, right? So now I'm realizing after the trial and errors that I have experienced why I was having such a shitty ass reality. I was letting people control my happiness.
Yeah,
If
and a
somebody
lot
will
of
agree
us
with
do
me,
that.
if
A
somebody
lot
will
of
agree
us
with me
do
or not.
that.
Yeah,
You're
nah.
not alone. Trust me. A lot of people do that. Like we're so worried about what other people think about us,
Mm-hmm.
worried about what other people have to say about us,
Mm-hmm.
and that distracts us from becoming who we really are.
It does. And it allows us to stray away from our own genuine path, the actual path that will make us happy. We allow things outside of us because we put the value. Because remember, everything is a value thing. What do you put value on? If I don't care how you speak to me, nothing you say could trigger me.
Right.
If I don't care, if I don't put value on that, if I don't believe that what you're telling me, nothing you say. That's why they always say you could tell somebody care or not based on how they react. Like, you can't trigger me if I don't give a fuck, right?
Right. 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 And that
So it says a
confidence,
lot.
that's a step up. That's a huge level of confidence. And as bad, some people like, oh, it's bad to not give a fuck. But no, sometimes you have to really not give a fuck. Because when you don't give a fuck, like you stand in your power, like nothing, don't not give a fuck to the point where you become selfish. It's like all about balance. Like, life is it's balance in general. You understand? The
Mm-hmm.
yin and the yang, right? So I don't give a fuck what you think about me because I love who I am and I'm proud of who I am and I'm constantly growing. But at the same time, I give a fuck enough to want to be a good person
Thank you.
and live righteous.
And that says what?
Good
That says a
morning,
lot about
guys.
your heart. That says a lot about your heart. That says a lot about you, right? And sometimes they always say like we attract who we are or whatever, right? No, I really do believe we attract what we allow, because somebody like you're gonna attract the moths. You're gonna attract the people who aren't even thinking like that, but they see your light, and because they know that your strength is in your inner being, they want to take that shit from you, right? So they're gonna do shit on purpose to get you off that fucking level. As opposed to, you also will attract people that actually vibe with you because they resonate with your inner being.
Yeah,
You can
they
tell them
add to you.
apart. They
Hmm.
add to you. They never fucking take. And even if they, because we're human beings, right? So even if we mistakenly piss the other person off without our no, it wasn't intentional. So guess what? We're gonna do our part to remember that, like, like fix that up, like find a solution, because we don't want to lose the relationship. You could always tell the difference whether somebody fucks with you if they don't.
Right.
Whether and it doesn't have to be anything. It don't have nothing to do with your inner happiness. Most times, it don't. You could
Yeah.
think you're the greatest person. You're still gonna attract people who, or you're gonna come into people who. Cause I don't want to use the word attract, because it's not you know attracting. It's like
No,
you're gonna
but
meet
you're
people.
right. You're right. It's not even about it is about attracting people, but it's like I even just said before, it's the yin and the yang. You know what I mean? You can't have the good without the bad. You can't have the light without the darkness.
Thank
And when I
you.
get around people who bring darkness, I shine even brighter. People like you need the darkness to really appreciate your light, the light that you're bringing to the world. So
Yeah,
you really need to see those people that are bringing that darkness and that negative energy and be like, oh, okay, that's even more of a reason to keep doing what I'm doing. That's even more of a reason to keep shining.
exactly.
Yes.
Wow.
I
Yes.
feel you.
And
I
like you
feel
said,
you.
they yin and the fucking yang, right? You said that. Whenever I get into, when I say shadow work, it means like I'm making sure I intentionally, like, oh, I feel shitty right now, right? I feel so fucked up. I'm not gonna run from that, because I know it's a reason why I feel fucked up. So I'm intentionally putting my sitting in it. I'm sitting in it so the feeling could tell me what the fuck is going on, so that I could make sure I'm working intentionally to fix that. That's what I'm doing,
Oh,
right? So
sorry. The poll results popped up. Hold that thought. Sorry. So I asked, "Are you happy?" The options were "Yup," which is A. B is "Could be better." C is "I'm getting there." D is "I'm depressed. Help." And 100% of people said C. I'm getting there.
okay, well, at
But
least
that
we're
makes
getting
a lot
there.
of sense.
We're progressing.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's why you're here. Like there's a reason why you're here and there's a reason why you're on the path that you're on because you're looking for that. You know what I mean? So go ahead.
Intentionally, like
Go ahead.
intentionally, I put myself in these, and like I sit in my own shit so I could fix it, because I know that once I I'm gonna learn something from it. And that adds to my beauty. I feel like every time I fucking do shadow work, I get prettier. I swear to me. I swear to me. It's not a fucking magic trick. Like, I swear. Well, basically, it is a magic trick because this shit is crazy. Like,
It is.
I know when I'm in shadow work, shit is ugly. I feel ugly sometimes. But then when I get through that shit, I look in the mirror and I'm like, whoa, I'm glowing. Then people tell me, oh my God, you glowing, bad. Like, oh my, what you doing? Prayer,
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
This is
Working on
what I tell
myself.
them.
Worrying about myself, going within and not
Yeah.
worrying about everything else out there. Like
Yes.
not worrying about what he doing over there, what she's doing over there. I'm putting that energy into myself. And so that's why I'm thriving.
Exactly.
And when you put that energy into yourself, that's also so you're meditating, you're like you said, you're praying, regardless of who you're praying to, right? Regardless of who you're praying to. It's the a superior power, a higher power, right?
Yes.
Creator.
Yes.
So you're meditating, you're praying, you're reading, you're researching, you're searching for your truth. Like, you're exuding love. You're not at a place where you're like arrogant and nasty to people and negative, you're at a place where you're like, okay, well, you're starting to realize that love and positivity go hand in hand. And if I want love, if I want positivity and good things, I need to be that. I need to give that. So, like, shadow work is
It
deep.
is. It is. And it's so deep and it hurts so much, especially when you're sensitive to, oh my gosh, especially when you're passionate. You know, passionate people, we
Hi.
feel, right? We are feelers.
Huh? Oh, okay, fine.
But yeah, guys, continue to follow us. Thank you guys for the follows and the likes. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah,
But
thank you. Thanks for your energy this morning. What's going on your screen? Do you have people? I have a few people in here.
right now there was like a good 100, then it went to zero. I'm like, okay, y'all took what y'all took from me. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Y'all took what y'all took and y'all went.
They took the message and they going,
I
yo.
was like, yes, take it. I'm happy that somebody got it. Shit.
Yeah, me too, me too, me too, for real. And then we still got a few people in here. I'm gonna still I put the poll out there. Somebody shared it on my side.
That's beautiful.
Somebody
Thank
said
you.
good morning. Um, Let me
Good
see if the
morning.
second poll came up. What was the other question that we had?
I forgot. I forget. I feel really good now. Wow. And that's
You
the thing
got that
with
out?
shadow work. Huh?
Yeah, you got that out.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's the crazy part. Like some people really can't handle it. They
mm-mm.
don't want to face themselves because of that ugliness,
I'm not
because they
gonna lie,
don't.
this shit hurts. It is.
Yeah,
It's not pretty. So
yeah, because you like,
I get why they get kind of like, I get why people are hesitant. I get why people are hesitant to heal. Like, I get it. But
yeah,
it's our
I
responsibility.
understand. I understand. You gotta rise above it though, because otherwise you'll just be stagnant. You'll just be
Facts.
stagnant, and you'll be hurting everybody that you come across. Everybody you cross paths with, because hurt people hurt people. It's just a nasty cycle. So,
Hmm.
um, you got to do that shadow work. And listen, I'm in a relationship and I'm doing the shadow work. And
It
trust me
never
when I
ends.
say,
I think when you get into a relationship, it's even more because the person is
oh,
constantly triggering you. You're with someone to like play the character 24/7, basically.
yeah, yeah. It's so funny
So
because like we're both doing the shadow work, and I want to say, if you think with pride, it could be embarrassing because it's like you end up having to apologize so much. When you really get to that place where you're like, okay, I need to change, I need to grow, I want to be better, I want to attract better. You know, you apologize a lot, and
yeah.
you ever have that when you're wrong and you have that warm feeling, like that embarrassment feeling? You ever feel that, or it's just me?
When I was a child, like much in the past, I ain't have no opportunity to feel like that in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time that I've actually felt warm because I'm getting used to it. But when you start out, you're gonna feel a lot of that, like embarrassed, especially like when you go off over something, because we all are passionate about certain things. Sometimes when you go off over something, or you might blow things out of proportion because you're having a bad day, or maybe because you're just in your mind, right? To
Mhm.
come back to that table and be like, I'm sorry.
Like, my bad. You you was right. I mean, like,
Yes, you want to talk about shadow work? Ooh,
it gets
no
even
joke.
deeper when you're in a relationship. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
So I send so much love and power to you because I know
Thank you so much.
it
Thank
takes
you
a
so
lot.
much. It helps when you have a partner that is also doing the same thing. I'm telling
Yes,
you, like,
I'm pretty sure.
don't settle for anybody who is like.
Oh, can we talk about not settling?
Can we talk about? I was about to say. I was going into narcissistic. I was gonna say, don't settle for anybody who is has that narcissistic mindset. Like, can never admit when they're wrong. You know, can never be wrong. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, that's what I was gonna say. But not settling in general. In general.
I'm not settling. I'm gonna let y'all know right the fuck. I
Yeah.
I refuse to settle. And like,
Hi, good afternoon. Why do I keep saying good morning? What is wrong with
you're in the
me?
morning time, sis. It's okay.
Good after good afternoon.
Sis, you like you sit on the throne right now. I love that for you.
Yo, it's so dope. Remember I told you about the clubhouse?
I love.
It's
Ooh,
so nice.
sis, give me a tour.
It's so nice.
Sis
I
is
cannot
living
wait.
her life.
Yo,
Okay,
I can't wait for you to come
I'm
and
going to fuck it up.
yo, we're gonna do so much content, y'all. We're gonna do so much
I hope you're
recording.
ready to.
Yo, you know what I wanna do? I wanna get little microphones.
Oh my
You
God,
think before
yes.
you come, you can order the one, or they have it on Amazon when you could clip to your shirt, or it works with your phone, little microphones, so that we
Okay.
don't got to deal with the echo. And if we want to record outside, we could record outside, and the background won't get in the way. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff to think
Facts.
about since we're talking about
Since
content.
we leveling up, we leveling up,
Yeah,
growing.
absolutely. Yep.
But I was saying, like, I refuse to settle because, like, even my dating experience, like, right now is non. It's like I said on my story on Instagram, I was like, I feel like I'm in a fucking comedy, like, rom com right now, like rom com, like heavy on the
That
comedy
word
though,
had me crying.
heavy on the comedy though, because the dating pool is just jokes.
Yo, it's ridiculous
But
out
meeting
there.
guys who try like who's still playing the game, apparently thinking like they need to not text you as much as they want to because they want to keep you around. Like, it's so weird. It's a weird game. And then being
Yeah.
with the guys that want to love a lot of people.
Love, Mr. Because last week we spoke about I was gonna say plagiarism. No, last week we spoke about
Look at me,
polyamory,
polyamory. Yeah,
polygamy, and polyamory.
polyamory.
Yeah, they want to love a lot, Mr. Love a lot.
Misters, like, yo, they out
20,
here. They either don't want to commit or they want to commit to everybody at
ex-
the same time.
like fine
I'm fucking
balance,
confused. Where's the middle
fine,
ground here?
fine balance. Seriously, fine balance. 20. Somebody said 20 on the goal said, "Yep, the relationship has to be mutually beneficial." Absolutely. If it's not mutually beneficial, I'm not sticking around. I'm out. Like,
I'm
when
out.
I was dating, I got to that point too. I got to that point where
And
I was
then
like,
look where you at, sis.
yeah.
Look
It's
at
like,
the results
yo,
of that.
it's so many people out there. I'll be damned if I stick around somewhere
And
where I'm not
purposely,
happy and I'm not appreciated. Hell
and
no.
purposely fuck my life up on purpose. Like, you gotta be
It's
shitting.
so many. Yo, if you really do your research and you dig, if you really go and look up the definition, like the population of the earth, you'll be like, why am I stuck on this one speck of a person? Like, for real.
That's how, like, low limiting beliefs, like and lack and scarcity mindset. That's how low. That's where it brings you. It brings you to that point where you think that that's one person It's gonna be the only one for you. And if they're not for you, then you're doomed.
No.
No.
Skedaddle.
Hell no. I mean, in a moment, yes,
Skedaddle.
because I'm dramatic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm dramatic. So in the
No,
moment,
but yo,
I'll
honestly,
cry
and
on the floor.
yo, this is such a deep conversation. This conversation can go so deep because um it goes into how the person was raised,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when you look at the statistics, when people are like, oh, well, how come relationships aren't lasting nowadays? It's because people ain't putting up with that shit. Grandma was putting up with the shit, all right? Grandpa was fucking the milk lady. Was there milk ladies? The mail lady, the lady
What's
in the
wrong with
church.
us?
He was fucking the lady in the church, okay?
And
Like
all she did
he
was make his ass sleep on the couch.
Yeah, and they stayed together. But they guess what they did though? In staying together,
Not
what
I.
happened?
Not
What
motherfucking
happened?
I tell you that much. You're out the
A
fucking door,
lot of us
bitch.
had to. A lot of us are healing from the results of them staying together in these toxic, unhappy relationships.
Facts. Period.
We're healing from that now. So
And it
now we're
goes from
breaking.
generation to generation. It goes from your grandmother to your mother to you, and then if you don't fix it, goes to your kid. That's the
It
definition of
trickles.
generational curses.
It trickles down. Yup, that's a
Yes.
fact. Yup. So that's why we're working on it now, and that's why the statistics are changing. You know, and
1222. I love it here.
oh yeah, 1222. Yes. I love the
Yes,
angel
sis.
numbers. That actually equals seven, which is a really powerful number. We're actually in the year of the seven, if you guys
7.
didn't know
Wow.
that.
Yes.
We're in the year of the seven, if you guys didn't know that. That's a really spiritual number. Look that up. We got so much to talk about because now I'm talking about numerology.
We have so much. That's the thing. Like, that's why I like how we just been flowing with it. Like, we don't even be pressed about the topic because we just know it's gonna just be bomb. Anyways, it's gonna turn into
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. We have so
And
much to
I love
share.
that shit. We have so much to share. We're nowhere near finished. We're
Yeah.
literally
Just getting
building
started.
a foundation right now. Like,
Just
about
getting
to see.
started.
You gonna see us. You gonna
Yeah,
see us.
yo,
Sure.
I've been taking people information. I'm really building, like, we're building an offline community, or an offline community. I've been taking my followers' information, phone
Okay.
numbers.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
we're
I
looking
love
in,
that.
yeah, we're looking into encryption somewhere where we can converse, and
You
it's
look into
encrypted.
Telegram? You heard about Telegram?
That's all. That's not encrypted. I believe the government has access to that. I'm talking about
Um,
things where we won't be tracked and traced.
okay.
So I'm taking everybody's information, and we're building, and that's what I can't wait for you to come. I cannot wait for you to come so we can have that conversation, or
Me
phone, or social
too.
media, because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So definitely follow us
Please
if you're
do.
really
Because
if
the
you're
more we go,
enlightened. Since they made a joke, they made a mockery out of the word woke. So I'm saying enlightened now. It's all the same shit. Enlightened. Follow us if you're enlightened.
and if you ain't, follow us to learn something.
Yeah, if you're trying to be enlightened.
Facts, because you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna start posting these more for the people who
Who?
didn't get a chance to sit in but
Yeah.
could
We
benefit
got
from the
loads of content.
conversation.
We got information. This is what makes it. I feel like we could. This is how you milk the live, make
Hmm.
it, make it do more than enough for you.
Yeah, it's so much to share. So when we talk, one thing leads into another, leads into another, leads into another, and the conversation just flows
My favorite
it's
thing.
because it's bigger than us. Like it's a lot going on over here today. But yeah, it's bigger than us. So
It really is, and that's what
it
I
just
love about
flows.
it.
It's
Because I
in sync. The synchronicities. If you guys are seeing numbers too, like if you look at like just now, we looked at the clock and it was 1:20. It was 12:22, and
mm-hmm.
that number equals seven. We're in the year of seven. Like pay attention to the numeral synchronicities as well.
It's always there to help you. Like last night, I danced and I had some fun again, sis. I did that, and I pulled some cards. And when I tell you, I sat down before I knew what the message was, but the fact that we're so blessed to use these different channels and tools to get information from our guides. Like, we are so loved. We are
Yeah.
so loved. We're so loved that when we ask a question, we fucking receive the answer. We're so fucking loved.
And it's so creepy too. Like it'd be so quick. Like, oh,
Fuck. Yes.
it
It's
was right
so
there.
fucking, it feels so good. So that's
Yeah.
where we come into with this inner happiness thing. Like, are you really, what makes you feel good? Let's focus on that. Not who, not what, like pay attention to the inner being and see what really, with the least amount of effort too. Because we have all these ideas of what we want. We want to be the best. And not nobody's saying you can't have desires, right? Nobody's saying that you can't have you shouldn't want to be a millionaire one day. But it's just like, don't let that be the reason why you feel like you're gonna be happy eventually. Let's practice being happy right the fuck now.
Yeah.
Let's do that
That's
shit right
true.
now.
That's true.
Let's
And
make
you
the
know what's
progress
crazy?
for us. Yeah.
That's what's crazy? You're 100% correct. And it goes even deeper than that because and not to get all religious, but like it's a similar concept with people waiting to get into heaven or um
Thank you.
the Muslims call it paradise,
And that's what they
like
did. Yes.
create your paradise
They
here.
want you to feel like you want. That's how the fucking shit started. Thank you for
Hmm.
getting deep, because they want you. They no for real, because they wanted your ass to feel like there was something outside of you,
Hmm.
and it led to, let me fucking chase this fucking six figures. You go get the fucking six figures, you still want more. You're gonna
Yeah.
always want more. We're wired to be that way, right?
Yeah.
So if you know that, if you really know, because here's my thing: if you're worried in the first place, that means there's a part of you that don't believe you're gonna get what your need you're gonna get. So you gotta work on that part of you. Why you having such a hard time? Why you lacking so much belief? Let's work on that before we even try to fucking get this shit. Because when you get this shit, you're gonna lose it because you have that lack of belief strolling around with you.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it's kind of like, let's fucking figure out what's something that money just can't buy, but makes us fucking happy.
Hmm.
I'm
That
fucking
inner
happy right now
happiness. That inner
because I'm
happiness.
loved, and I know
But
I'm loved.
right, we're loved, we're protected. And once you realize that, you live life on different terms.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see the world differently. And when you see the world differently, you're changing your mindset. When you change your mindset, you're able to attract beautiful things to you, beautiful things. So
So
it's so
much.
important to keep your frequency up there, to keep your energy pure, you know.
And if you have a problem, like you have a hard time struggling with that, you have people like us that's out here just doing our part because we know how hard it is. We're not gonna lie and say this shit is easy. This shit is hard.
Yeah, we all going through that shit. We're all going through it just in different
Sometimes it's
ways.
easy, sometimes it's not.
Yeah. And like we're all going through it just in different ways. And sometimes, a lot of the times, some people know how to handle it a little bit better than others. Like there's some people
Mm-hmm.
out there who are really, you think weak is a bad word. It's looked at as a bad word, but it's not. It just means that their strength needs to be built up. That's all it is. That's all it means. You know what I mean? So some people are a little bit weaker. Some people have more mental strength, and they're able to share that light with the world and build up those people who need that.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we're doing.
144. That's us. The 144.
144.
So they have basically what you call the selected chosen ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a part when I came up in this shit, I heard about that, but I always said everybody's great in their own way, but there are a select few of us that chose to come here to volunteer and do the part. That's why many of us have so many harsh realities growing up and been through shit, because we chose that life because we know it's gonna help us on our journey, and because we're strong enough, because we wouldn't choose to do it if we didn't believe in our strength, right? We're strong enough to handle this. We want to help people who may not have chosen to do this shit, who that's here, just trying to figure their way out.
This is what I mean with those synchronicities. I swear, while I was getting ready this morning, my reading, the Taurus reading, was talking about like being put here. She was like, "You're some type of earth angel or something." She's like, "You were put here to complete, a huge mission, and you're protected, you're surrounded." Like it was just so crazy,
I
you know.
love that.
Yeah, and then
Confirmation.
now you're talking about that. Yeah, and she was just basically, and earlier we also spoke about people who the darkness, right? Being a light, and then also coming into contact with people who are darkness. So she
Mhm.
talked about how there are a lot of people who don't want you to do that. She's like, those people are projecting. There are a lot of people that are projecting on you. They don't want you to be as strong and as powerful as you are. They want you to be like them.
They can't see for themselves, so they can't see from you. And most of the time, they're operating out of their shadow, and they don't real.
Yeah.
That's why awareness is so important. Awareness is so
Hmm.
important because knowing better is like, unless you're like this crazy insane person, you're gonna want to do better if you know better. Like so, it's like
Yeah.
they don't be no. Most of them don't. Most of them don't even realize that it's them contributing to their bullshit. Like
Because they're stuck in ego. They just want to feed their ego.
yes, they only care about the
Yeah.
flesh.
We are always on the same page. You see how the conversation just flows?
We got lucky, sis.
Yo, no, we always, yo, no, ain't no luck, ain't no luck. Like this was planned. This was perfectly orchestrated.
The perfect alignment.
The perfect
I'ma always plug
alignment.
it in.
Yo, I love you so much, sis.
I
Thank you
love you
guys
too.
for sitting in and watching. And then we definitely gonna chop this up. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy editing these because we have last week too. So we got quite a bit of content. We got some
Follow
content for
both of
that
our
ass.
pages. We got some stuff. We got some stuff.
Content for that ass.
I love you so much, sis. Have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. I love
I
spending my
love you
Sunday with you.
too. I love you too. Guys, enjoy your day, guys. Thank you for joining us. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you.
Love
Take
you.
care.